So what's the connection of time banking with self-directed support?
Well, I think the worst thing that could happen to self-directed support is that it went on in isolation from everything else in the community. And so we're blatantly about building what we call the core economy of neighbourhood, family, community, building that back by growing those social networks that actually people say they want around them. So somebody on self-directed support has an extended family in which to share the load and actually can contribute to, but also receive services from. Without any money, we created our own currency based on time. So 1 hour of helping out in your community earns you one time credit. That goes into your account so that when you need something, you can buy in the help you need using that time credit from the list of all the skills that are there from all the people in your local community.
Good. Well, from what you know of self-directed support, what do you think is the biggest challenge in it becoming the national system?
Probably take-up and people's humility. People take too much in this country. We give away far too much of our consent to things that we don't really agree with. People don't push themselves forward, and when you get something that is actually people are going to have to take quite positive action to understand and to take advantage of, I fear that it could possibly in the long term be a sort of cost-cutting exercise where without the advocacy of a professional to make sure people get what is coming to them, there is a danger there that people won't ask for what they want. We're very bad in this country of asking for what they want. People die alone, miserable, without just knowing down the street there are people who are more than delighted to help and makes them feel better because they have the opportunity to help. So it's in that sort of cultural context, directed support could actually, in the long run, see a lessening of resources going to people who are in quite serious need.
So the move to self-directed support is not a threatening thing for your organisation?
Not at all. I mean, it's something that we see as having a lot of value in itself. I mean, anybody who's had a family member or who's experienced a relative who's gone through, say, health or social care related issues sees the value of self-directed support, people being a little bit more independent. So I don't see anything threatening in that. I think that's very much natural. And we would see self-directed support as being very much around improving customer service for people, treating people as customers rather than service users, treating people as people who have the right to say, I want the following services, I want them in the following way, and I'm prepared to kind of exercise a choice about what's available for me.
You walk around here today and you get a feel for how important that self-directed support is for people in terms of the sort of users that we've been able to meet today here at the conference. And I think it's taking the mystique out of it and actually in many ways providing reassurance to social worker teams, to local authorities that actually this is about positive change. It is about helping more individuals take control of their care.
There's so many people that are confused about the process still, and it's nice to be able to, we're fortunate that Lancashire's a bit further along the process than many other authorities, so we'll be able to use the benefit of our partnership working with the local authorities and say, listen, this has been our experience, this is how it's worked, and people are really getting a lot of benefit from that. So it's not just about us saying, here we are, this is who we are, it's all about saying, this is our experiences and come and learn from us. So it's been very good, really positive.
So what is Midland Lot doing about self-directed support?
We're doing 3 pilots with people with learning disability, mental health and older people in 3 different local areas in central England. Pilots have just started and already changing the way we move from block gross contracts to a more individual approach to services.
Is that a big challenge for your organisation to switch from block contracts to individual ones?
It will be, and it's taken us a year as an organisation to get to even start the pilots, going through the discussion with board, with executive as to why we need to do the pilots, what the implications are and how we manage the risk of those pilots. But some of that is being done in a very partnered way with commissioners and in a managed way. So there are risks, but there are real opportunities as well.
What would you say to provider organisations that are still hoping that self-directed support might go away?
Well, it's not going to go away. I think it's really important, and I think it's a really exciting time for customers for how their lives can change by self-directed support. And I think providers are going to have to just get on with it, really. It sounds harsh, but we're a big organisation, and we know we've got to do something about it. So certainly the smaller organisations need to start moving towards how they're going to deliver it for themselves, really.
Well, this is Rapid Enterprise Development. We're a social enterprise, and we help people with disabilities set up their own small businesses. We have strong connections in the northeast and the southwest, but we'll operate nationally. Yep.
Had out with today? Has been good for you today?
Yep, it's been great. Lots of networking opportunities, lots of local authorities who are interested in what we're doing, but also providers as well, who are trying to modernise their day services. And we can help with that modernisation by remodelling day services, turning them into social enterprises, finding individuals who are interested in micro enterprises and helping them develop their business. So all round good event.
The individualised budgets and the direct payments is really what people want to know about. And so we've spent our day really just talking to people about that.
Often we can come to big events like this, and queuing is well liked by people who work with us, and you can find that actually your whole day is spent by people coming up saying how wonderful you are and it's good to work with you, whereas actually you want to meet new people. And I guess today that's what's happened. We've had a lot of people who we don't work with who've come to explore what we do, find out a bit more information and make that initial contact, so that's really ideal for us.
Due to popular demand, John Waters is going to be running another workshop on the latest research and evaluation of outcomes and costs. That will be in the red room at 1:45 till 1:15. So that's room number 1, 1:45 till 1:15, no ticket required.
Attending events like today and sponsoring today is raising the profile so people are aware of what support services are out there, and I think as we move to individual budgets, more people access them, self-funders. I think it's crucial that people are aware that there are support packages there for them if they should want to take them up. So I think practical steps are events like this.
The event's been great. I mean, we've had a constant stream of people being very interested. I think it's organised very, very professionally. I listened to Simon Duffer for the first time. I'd never met him, I just heard his presentation. And that was encouraging to hear somebody recognising that it's all about community in the end, community capacity building, which obviously we wanted to hear when we heard it. And I admire the way that In Control is organised and the way that you provide your services. It's almost like a big entrepreneur in the presence. You know, you actually do base it on sustainable ways of working and bringing in income, and that's something we've got to learn from you.
Brilliant.
Yeah?
Thank you very much.